I think that's so extra. Although to be fair, the Oscars are extra, so fair enough. But I have to say, this makeup look takes so much longer than you think it would. I'm already sitting here for, I think, half an hour. But to be fair, my skin is absolutely flawless. Here we go. Eyes are done, all finished. How do you like them? I think they are pretty cool. Who else is smiling like that when they do their lip line? Is it just me? Please tell me it's not just me. Hi everyone, welcome back. A few days ago, I watched a video from Soph from the channel Soph Does Life, where she recreated Kim Kardashian's Oscar makeup look, and I really wanted to recreate the look myself. So I thought, why not film it and take you along? Because Kim Kardashian's makeup artist Ariel has actually uploaded a TikTok with a full breakdown of the products he used and kind of explained what he did to Kim at the Oscars. I thought I'm gonna insert the TikTok here on the side with the breakdown, and then we're just gonna go through it together and recreate the look today. So I would say without further ado, we can get started. I've put my hair back similarly to Kim's look with the ponytail. But yeah, I'm gonna come in a little bit closer now and then we can get started.
For brows, we went with a little bit more of a straighter look. To achieve that, I used my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 3.5. I carved them out with this Shape Tape Concealer in the color Tan Sand. And of course, to carve them out, I used my A19 brush from my Morphe collab. This flat edge really comes in handy.
So looking at the picture of Kim from the Oscars, her eyebrow shape is very similar to my eyebrow shape, I would say. It's just a bit bolder, thicker, and just more filled out. So I'm just gonna take my trusty eyebrow pencil and I'm gonna fill them out first, the same as he did, and then I'm gonna carve it out with the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer, which is a tube for the Tarte Shape Tape, and then I also have a flat brush similar to his. And from what I can see from her brows kind of go a little bit further down than mine, and they're a little bit thicker at the end. So I need to fill that out. Okay, this is definitely more bushy and thicker than I would normally do my eyebrows, but I try to follow her picture, and he didn't say anything about eyebrow gel, so I think he might have just skipped that. And I'm gonna go in now and carve my eyebrows. I'm just gonna pick up some product directly from applicator, kind of carved them, oh god, it looks really bad, carved them out a little bit, and he does the makeup at the end, so don't worry, we will do some normal makeup as well. And I do actually find that carving out an eyebrow gives you kind of like a stencil. I think that's so extra. Although to be fair, the Oscars are extra, so fair enough. Eyebrows done. Next.
On the eyes, Kim wanted to keep it really simple. She just wanted a clean liner, so not a lot of eyeshadow. Instead of doing crazy eyeshadow, I used this cream bronzer from Rare Beauty in the shade Always Sunny, and I cut it to create that cut crease with the Makeup Forever concealer in the shade 34, using my little A18 brush.
Okay, I don't have the Rare Beauty contour stick, but I do have another contour stick, which color-wise looks pretty much the same. He doesn't really explain what he did, like how he blended it. He just said the products he used for what. But what I can see is that he went with the bronzer all along the crease and then also into the inner corner and quite high up here. And then he cut it kind of from here, so you can still see the bronzer, and he cut it in the front section. So that's what I'm gonna do as well. I think I'm just gonna try and apply it directly. And then I'm gonna take a fluffier brush and try to blend it in a little bit. And the color looks quite good. It looks very much like this warm browny orangey bronzer. He went quite high up to the brow, and by the looks of it he also went underneath the lash line with the bronzer, so I'm going to pick up some on a brush. And to cut her crease, he said he used a NARS concealer, and when I look at the picture it looks very yellow, and I don't really have a yellow concealer, but what I do have is a color tattoo from Maybelline, which is in this light yellow color. I think I'm just going to use this one. He kind of cut it from the front here and kind of going above the crease a little bit, and then kind of blending it into the crease when you come to the back. I quite like how he cut the crease from the front and then just kept it as it is. He didn't really put any glitter or anything on it. He kept it really natural. And then it also looks like that he used a tiny bit, because I see the same yellow color under her brow bone. So I'm just going to use a tiny bit here as well. I think she has a little bit more of the brown on the outer corner as well. So I think that is the eyeshadow pretty much done. So let's see what else he did.
To set the eyeshadow application that I created with the creams, I used the Laura Mercier translucent powder and my A14 brush and just locked it in place. To create that beautiful clean crisp liner that she has, I used the Inglot number 77 gel liner. It is the blackest black gel liner I've ever used. And instead of going like straight out this way, we kind of lifted the eye and then went straight across through her eye. So
I'm gonna set the lid with some loose powder as well. Just dab a little bit in here. I'm gonna use this big fluffy brush the same way he did. Probably helps to blend in the cut crease a little bit better. And what he didn't say though is that he used inner corner highlight, which he definitely did. If you zoom into the picture, you can definitely see there is a little bit of highlight there. So I'm gonna use a tiny bit of a golden glitter shimmer color and put it into my inner corner. In general, her whole look is very matte. I think that's the only really shimmery part, is like the little bit in the inner corner, but that's it. He didn't use any highlighter or anything. It's just a really matte, simple look. I'm not very good with eyeliner. I try my best, but I probably have to do this off camera, and then I'll see you in a minute once I'm done. I need to focus. I can't speak while I do that. So this is the wing done, and I've actually just looked at a different picture of her where she tilts her head a little bit to the side to see the wing, and I could see that there is a touch of shimmer under her eyebrow as well. So I'm gonna take the same golden color and apply it just here, ever so slightly. So I'm quickly recreating the look on the other eye now. I try to match it up as good as I can, which is gonna be, yeah, with the wing liner, I'm not good at that, but I'll try my best, and then I'll be right back, and then we're gonna move on to the skin. I mean, they look pretty much alike, I would say. I'm very proud of myself. So those are the eyes done so far, and now he moves on to makeup, foundation, and anything else contour-wise and stuff like that.
for the stars of the show, I mixed a little bit of these two Sensual Skin Enhancers from Kevyn Aucoin in the shades 12 and 13 with the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in the shade Valencia. For concealer slash highlight, I chose NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer because it never fails me. It's my good old faithful in the shade Tiramisu.
So I'm going to use the Catrice True Skin Longwear Foundation because it is a bit more high coverage than my other foundations. And then for highlight concealer, I'm going to use the Liquid Camouflage from Catrice as well, because this one is a touch too light for me at the moment. So I thought it would be perfect for using as kind of like a highlighter as well, as he said. And this is something I generally should start doing as well when I do my makeup, is do my foundation at the end. I always tend to do my foundation at the start, like so many people do, and then you do your eye makeup, and then you have all of the fallout falling onto your face and kind of ruining your foundation. So I think I try to adapt that kind of order of doing eyes first and then moving on to the skin afterwards. Look at that, it looks really flawless, I think. And that's 2 layers of foundation and got rid of all of my redness and everything. Okay, now on to concealer. I'm gonna use it, as he said, kind of like a highlighter here and here. A little bit down the nose as well, I think. A bit on my chin and under my eyes. I might touch up with the brown bronzy color under my eyes again. I feel like the concealer got rid of a little bit of it. Also something I never do, and it's actually genius, is to highlight with concealer, because it's probably the most natural way you can highlight.
For a cream contour, I wanted to make sure that the contour was a little warm, but not too warm, so I mixed a cooler tone from by Mario in the shade Medium and Rare Beauty in Always Sunny, which is a lot warmer. Okay,
I'm actually just gonna reuse the bronzer or kind of contour that I used before, and I'm gonna use a synthetic brush to blend it in. I always find synthetic brushes are much easier to work with cream products, so I'm gonna take a little bit off the contour stick directly, and it looks like he had a very heavy hand when he applied the bronzer, so I'm just gonna apply quite a lot here around the temples as well. And he also has some nose contour, which I think is actually quite obvious. I think he should have blended that in a little bit better, because you can literally see her lines going down and across the nose. But yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing and just work in the contour. You can see the difference. This side already has quite a good amount on, this doesn't, and I think this side looks so much nicer and warmer. For the nose, I'm going to use a bit of a smaller brush just to work a little bit more precisely, kind of like this. It kind of goes up and blends it into the eyeshadow, which works quite well if you have the same bronzer, because it all blends in together, which I really love about this look, that it works so well together. I'm going to use the bigger brush again. Squeeze the tip a little bit and just blend it in slightly. I personally would blend this out much more, but as I said on the picture, it's very obvious that she has nose contour, and he didn't blend it out a lot, which again I think has to do with the pictures that are taken with flash, so he kind of needs to have everything a bit stronger than you would have it in a day-to-day life. But yeah, normally I would blend it out a bit more, but I leave it at that for now. I'm gonna do the other side quickly as well to match everything. Okay, I think I'm quite happy with the way the bronzer looks. It's so funny when I look into the viewfinder, I see myself and I look so white, and then I look down to my screen where I see Kim's face and she's so tanned and so bronzed, and yeah. So keep that in mind, I'm not Kim's skin tone, but I just try to recreate the look on my skin color. So just see this as an inspiration. So let's move on to the rest of the makeup.
For her blushing cheeks, I used this liquid blush from Rare Beauty in the shade Happy. I then set her under eye lightly with this MAC Studio Fix press powder in the shade NW25.
So the blush that he used looks very pink, but when I look at her skin, it also has a bit of a kind of peachy pink undertone to it. So I thought I'm gonna mix two of the colors from Benefit, which is Coralista and Dandelion. Slightly dabbing it on to like here. Yeah, I think that's about right. I think that looks quite good. And then he used a little bit of matte powder to set the under eyes.
I feel like this is really what took it there. I used the Turn Up the Base foundation powder from One Size Beauty in the shade 4G and 5G. Powder contoured her face with the discontinued product. It's a KKW Beauty bronzer, so any bronzer will do.
Okay, so he powder contours next, which is something I normally don't do, but we do it for Kim. So I'm gonna just take a wet beauty blender and then just apply it kind of under my contour here. God, I hate powder contour. I don't know why, I'm just really bad at it. Kind of like this. I'm gonna use some on my nose on the side here. Basically, when he says powder contour, he kind of wants to empathize the contour line that we've done before. So I'm gonna use some here. I have to say though, my skin is absolutely flawless. It's so much nicer than it normally is. Oh my god, I'm just looking into the viewfinder, I can see my nose. That looks, that looks so funny. Gonna brush everything off carefully. But I have to say, this makeup look takes so much longer than you think it would. I'm already sitting here for, I think, half an hour to kind of create the most natural and simple makeup look. But to be fair, my skin is absolutely flawless. So hands down, Ariel, you have created a beautiful look. And so far, I'm really loving it. So next up, he said he used a powder bronzer to bronze up the face a little bit more. So I'm gonna go over with a powder bronzer again. I basically go everywhere where I went with the contour beforehand.
I cut up these Kiss lashes called Ruffle and put some mascara on.
Okay, so he used some lashes, which, oh my god, I don't know what happened to my lashes here, and a little bit of mascara to finish off the eyes. So let me quickly apply this and I'll be right back. Here we go, eyes are done, all finished. How do you like them? I think they are pretty cool. I love them. Okay, let's finish off the lips.
This is the lip liner that I use. It's called Classic Kim, and I used these two shades from the Mario palette.
There's a trick of using your eyeshadow pencil on your lips, which I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use one from Benefit. Who else is smiling like that when they do their lip line? Is it just me? Please tell me it's not just me. I love this brown lip liner or eyebrow pencil on my lips. I think it looks really good. I've never tried it before, just heard about it, but I actually really like it. And then for the inside, kind of the middle part of the lip, I'm gonna use this gloss. It's kind of like a gloss and matte lip color, which looks very similar to what she has. And then her lips look a little bit more glossy than mine are, so I'm gonna put a touch of gloss on top as well, not too much, ever so slightly. I'm gonna put this lipstick on top a little bit, which is less pink than what I have on right now. So this is it, that is the finished look. Oh my god, I genuinely really love it. I mean, I'm not sure about the lips too much. I just have to get used to like brown lip liner on me. I barely ever use brown lip liner. I think I've actually never really used brown lip liner before. I love the eyes. I think the eyes are absolutely beautiful. I love the cut crease that he did in the front. And my skin is flawless. I'm gonna put Kim's photo here now so you can judge and rate how well I did. What would you rate me out of 10? I think if I look at myself and I look at Kim's photo, I would give myself 7.5. out of 10? Is that too much? I don't know, I'm actually quite proud of what I've created. I think it looks quite cool. But that was everything with the video today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked the makeup look. And as I said, let me know what you think. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you want to see more makeup content. And otherwise, I see you in my next one. Bye!